Lead generation is crucial for the success of any financial advisor, wealth manager, or financial planner. Because if you want to get more clients, you need more appointments. And to get more appointments, you need more leads. So the big question is, how can you generate a steady supply of high quality leads and appointments and clients as a financial advisor in a way that is automated, predictable, profitable, and scalable? Well, for over 10 years, I've helped hundreds of financial advisors generate leads, appointments, and clients. And in this video, I'm going to show you my top lead generation strategies specifically for financial advisors if your goal is to get exclusive, high quality leads. Now, just before I get started and go through the best lead generation strategies, I do want to be clear in this video that the lead generation strategies I'm about to show you have nothing to do with the old traditional strategies that you're probably used to already hearing. And those are things like relying on referrals, or going to networking events, or doing seminars, or cold calling people, or doing direct mail, or anything like that. And it's not to say that those strategies don't work. They can work in some situations. It's just that there are far more better strategies out there that you can use instead. And also, when speaking to other financial advisors who have been using these old traditional strategies, I've been hearing that they are no longer as effective as they used to be, and the results are getting worse every single year. For example, if you do seminars and events, yes, it is a good way that you can pick up clients, but hosting events like that can be very time consuming and expensive, and sometimes the return on your investment just isn't quite there for all the time and money that you put into running these events. Relying on referrals is another great way to get clients, but again, it's not very predictable and you can't control how many referrals you get every single month. In fact, it's completely out of your control. Some months you might get lots of referrals and other months you might get nothing. And cold calling or reaching out to people in your network, again, these are things that have worked in the past. It is a massive numbers game a lot of the time, but like I mentioned, the results have been getting worse every single year. Things like buying leads from other lead generation companies or marketing companies, that can work in some situations, but the problem is it's very hard to find any good lead generation companies these days. At least that's what other financial advisors have told me. They've told me that when they buy leads, they spend countless hours trying to chase leads to get an appointment. A lot of the time, the leads are just very low quality, or they're not the right fit. And other times, even when they do speak to a lead, it's an uphill battle to actually get that lead to convert into a client, because that lead doesn't really know who you are, they don't trust you yet, and you often just end up speaking to leads that are not a good fit for your firm. On top of that, when you buy leads, you're pretty much paying a middle person or a middle company a higher amount for the same lead that you could get yourself. For example, a lot of lead generation companies will run ads on Google or Facebook or something like that. They'll maybe generate a lead for, let's say, $20, and then they'll resell that lead for $100, $200, $300 or more to multiple financial advisors. So you could, in theory, just cut out the middle person and go directly to the source and generate the leads yourself. And then that way the leads are exclusive and they only go to you, and you don't have to pay an additional markup to generate those leads in the first place. Now, that's not to say that buying leads is always a bad option. I don't think it is a bad option in all situations. For example, when you buy leads, you don't really have to do any of the marketing work yourself, and all you have to do is buy leads and they get delivered straight into your inbox in real time. So it's not very time consuming and it's very easy to do. But like I said, the downside is that you just often have to end up paying more for those leads, and those leads are not always exclusive to you, and those leads are not always of the highest quality. So is there a better way than all the options I've just gone through? Well, yes, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video. I'm going to show you new and automated powerful ways that you can generate exclusive leads. And these are the same strategies that have worked for hundreds of other financial advisors that I've worked with in the past. So these are proven strategies. These are not just theory, but these are things that can actually work, help you start getting leads, appointments, and clients predictably in your business. These will be strategies where you can be in control of your own marketing, where you can generate exclusive high quality leads with people that actually want to speak with you. And I'm going to be showing you both free and paid ways that you can generate leads. So no matter your budget, there's going to be something that you can take away and take action on to start generating exclusive financial advisor leads in your firm. So I'm going to get started with the paid strategies, and then I'll move on to the free strategy. So the first paid strategy that you can use is Facebook ads. And Facebook ads is a really good way to target an older demographic of people that are interested in things related to retirement planning, annuities, or wealth management, or anything else like that. And you can specifically target exactly who it is that you want to get in front of by focusing on the problem that you solve when you're running ads. So a lot of people, they just run Facebook ads and they say, I'm a financial advisor. I can help people with retirement or retirement planning, or I can help people plan for retirement or something like that. That's not really enough to get people to actually book an appointment with you and want to speak with you. Instead, you need to focus on talking about the big problem that people have as they're entering retirement or as they are already in retirement. Most of the time, in my experience, I found it's either something to do with increasing their income in retirement, increasing their wealth in retirement, or not running out of money in retirement. But sometimes it's a combination of all of these things. And the way that it works is really simple. People see an ad, they click on the ad, and then it's really important that they go into a sales funnel. So if you just send people to your website or a calendar page, you're not going to get great results. If you just send people straight to a form or an application form or something like that where they can enter the information to request a call, again, you're not going to get the best results because people don't know you, they don't like you, and they don't trust you yet. So you need to send them to a sales funnel that is specifically engineered to get appointments with people that want to speak with you. So the way that you can do this is by using what I call an automated appointment funnel. So it's not just any old funnel, it's a specific funnel designed and engineered to get high quality appointments. And if you want to see behind the scenes and learn more about how this funnel works and all the different pieces that you need in order to get it up and running, just go to salesappointmentsmasterclass.com. You can watch my free masterclass training that goes through how to do that in a lot more detail. I'll also include a link in the description of this video so you can check it out. But the point is, you want to have a sales funnel that takes people from a stranger into a lead, into an appointment, and into a client. And you want to do this in a way that's automated and very systematic. And then what will happen is when you're running Facebook ads, Facebook will actually tell you what is your average cost per lead and average cost per appointment. And then once you know what your average cost per lead and cost per appointment is, you can then decide how many appointments you want each month. So for example, for many of my financial advisor clients, they're paying on average about $200 for a booked appointment. So that's not for a lead. It's not for someone that just enters the name and email, but it's for a booked appointment with someone that's interested in learning more about how you can help them. And on average, they have about $500,000 in investable assets. So some may have less, some may have more, but that's kind of the average that I'm seeing when they book that appointment. So if, for example, you run some Facebook ads and you're getting appointments for $200 and you want 10 appointments each month, then you just pay Facebook $2,000 to get 10 appointments. If you want more, you pay more. And if you want less, you pay less. The beautiful thing about running Facebook ads is that you are in control of how many appointments you get every single month. Now, obviously, there's a lot more that comes down to running a successful Facebook ads. You need to have the right messaging, the right targeting, and all these other variables in order to make sure you're successful with it. And I can't go through every single little detail of what you need to do in this video. But if you do want to learn a little bit more about how we use Facebook ads, then just be sure to watch the masterclass training that I'll link to in the description of this video. So the pros of using Facebook ads are that it is very fast to get results, it's very scalable, it's a lot cheaper than buying leads from another lead generation or marketing company. It has a very large older demographic audience. So if you're targeting people over the age of 55, Facebook ads is a really good channel to do that. The downsides of running Facebook ads are that you do need to have a successful lead generation funnel in order for this to work. So you can't just run ads and send them anywhere. It's just not going to convert. You need to send them to a specific sales funnel that is designed to get those leads to actually convert. The other downside is that it's not free. So there are other lead generation strategies that you can use, which I'm going to show you later on in this video, that you can use, which are 100% free, and you can generate leads, very good high quality leads, without having to pay for ads. And finally, the last con with using Facebook ads is that it's not as cheap as other paid advertising channels. And more specifically, it's not as cheap as the second lead generation strategy that I'm going to go through in this video, which is TikTok ads. And I know what you're thinking, TikTok ads, really? Isn't that just for young people? You're probably thinking, I'm not going to be able to find my target audience on TikTok. But the reality is that's not true at all. For our financial advisor clients who have been running ads on Facebook and on TikTok, 4 out of 5 times they are getting much better results on TikTok ads, and they're targeting people with over $500,000, $1 million, $2 million or more in investable liquid assets, and they're also targeting people over the age of 55. So TikTok ads is very powerful, and just check out some of the testimonials we've got on our website of other clients who have been using TikTok ads just to hear for yourself how well it actually works when it comes to targeting older and wealthier people. So TikTok ads works pretty much exactly the same way as Facebook, but with one main difference. And that main difference is that most people are not using TikTok ads. So what that means for you is that there are fewer advertisers and less competition, which means when you run ads to target the same people that are on Facebook and Google and YouTube and other channels, you can target those same people at a much lower cost because there are less advertisers, and less advertisers means less competition, which means you pay less to advertise in front of those people. So TikTok ads is a really good channel because you can target the same people on Facebook but at a much lower cost. Now, some of the downsides with TikTok is that for compliance reasons, I know not all financial advisors can actually use TikTok ads. So if you can't use it, there's nothing really you can do about that, unfortunately. Also, TikTok ads has been a hotly debated channel right now, and some people are saying that it might be banned in the future. I don't know if it will or won't be banned, but as of right now, that is a risk. I do think it's a small risk, but it is still a risk that you could start generating leads on TikTok, and then at some point in the future, the channel might be banned and you can no longer use that channel. Now, that being said, I still think it's worth running ads on TikTok just to get leads at a much lower cost compared to Facebook. And I also don't think it's going to be like this forever. As more people start catching on that you can generate leads at a lower cost on TikTok, then what's going to happen naturally is that more people are going to start advertising on that platform and the costs are going to increase. So what I would say is simply just make the most of it while you still can. And if you are already generating leads on Facebook and you're looking for a way to reduce your cost per lead, then it's definitely worth looking into TikTok ads, as that could be a really good way that you can do that. The third paid strategy that you can use to generate appointments and clients as a financial advisor is ad roll. Now, ad roll isn't great to really generate leads, but it is a really good channel to help you convert leads that you've already generated into appointments and into clients. When you run ads on ad roll, they actually appear on thousands of different websites like Yahoo, MSN, Forbes, hundreds and thousands of other websites. I can't remember all of them from the top of my head, but the point is that you can appear everywhere in the minds of your potential clients. And one of the things that you can do in order to increase your conversion rate from leads to appointments is to appear everywhere or be omnipresent, because when you are omnipresent or when you are appearing everywhere, it allows you to build familiarity with your prospects, with the leads that you're targeting. So AdRoll, I found, is a really good channel to build up some brand awareness with the leads that you've already generated to help convert them into appointments and then into clients. And best of all, it doesn't really cost a lot of money to advertise on AdRoll either. You can get started little as $5 or $10 a day. Just spending that small amount allows you to reach hundreds, if not thousands of different people across thousands of different websites. So those are the top paid lead generation strategies that you can use to get financial advisor leads. And now let's move on to the best free or organic or low cost lead generation strategy. So in other words, not just running ads to appear at the top of Google, but to appear at the top of Google organically. And you can do this very simply by creating blogs or creating articles that answer questions your potential clients are asking. Now, it's really important that if you want to rank at the top of Google for different keywords, you don't target the very competitive keywords. You don't target things like financial advisor. It's going to be very difficult for you to rank at the top of Google for the term financial advisor or anything similar to that. Instead, you need to target more specific terms. So think about very specific questions that your clients or potential clients ask you, and those will be the questions that you want to answer. For example, in my business, I couldn't really rank for the term lead generation. It's just way too much competition, and there's way more bigger companies than me that rank for that really competitive term. However, I can rank for something more specific, such as how to generate financial advisor leads, or something along those lines, or how to get exclusive financial advisor leads. And I can rank for that because it's a very specific keyword. And if you do the same thing in your business and answer very specific keywords related to retirement planning or annuities or wealth management, or it could be about 401k rollovers or whatever it might be, if you answer these specific questions that people ask, you can then appear at the top of Google. Now, when you do create a blog, it's very important that you don't just create content for nothing. This is a big mistake that I see people make. They create all these different articles, and then those articles, even if they do rank, they never generate any leads because they don't link to a sales funnel from that article. Instead, what they do is they link to their calendar, or they link to an application page or a contact page. And the problem with that is that when people find you on Google for the first time, they don't know you, they don't like you, they don't trust you. So you need a way of building up that trust first. And the way that you can do that is by sending them to a sales funnel where you give them a lead magnet. And you give them usually a video. That's what we use for most of our clients. We use a video presentation, means how you can solve a problem that people have. And then when people watch that video, they'll be more inclined to actually give you their contact information to watch the video. And if they like what they hear on the video, they'll then be more motivated to actually want to schedule a call with you to learn more about how you can help them. And if you just do that one little tweak, if you just send people from your blog to your sales funnel instead of a contact us page, you'll notice you can get from a 0 or a 1% conversion rate to now a 10, 20, or 30% conversion rate just by making that one little tweak in your blogs. And best of all, creating content these days is easier than ever before thanks to AI. You can actually use tools like Surfer, and I'll include a link in the description of this video if you want to check it out. But tools like Surfer basically allow you to create 2,000-word articles that are high quality and that are already optimized for search engines at the click of a button. So you don't actually need to write all these articles yourself. You can just get software and tools to do it all for you. Now, the next best lead generation channel that you can use to start generating leads for free is YouTube. And YouTube works very similarly to creating articles or blogs for your website, but the big difference is instead of creating articles, you're going to be creating video. And creating videos gives you a number of advantages that you just can't get with creating written articles. With video, it's a lot easier to build up trust much more quickly with people because they can see you and they can hear you. With written content, it usually takes more time to build up that trust, which is why we send people from the written content to a sales funnel where they can watch a video, because a video is really, really powerful in order to build up trust. And as a financial advisor, if you want to get appointments and clients, not just leads, you need to build up trust. It's just not enough to generate leads these days. You need to really build up a lot of trust with people, because if you think about it, you're pretty much going to be helping them with their life savings, with their nest egg, things that they've spent years and years saving up for and years planning for, and they're not going to work with just anyone. So building up trust, especially if they have more than 500,000 or $1 million or more in investable assets, building up trust is crucial in order to get as many conversions as possible, and YouTube allows you to do that. So one of the reasons I really like YouTube to generate financial advisor leads, because not only does it help you generate more leads by ranking at the top of the YouTube search engine, but it can also help you convert more of those leads into appointments and into clients. And best of all, on YouTube, there is less competition compared to your blogging for Google. So on Google, everyone's competing on Google, but not every financial advisor is on YouTube because it's more difficult to create YouTube videos, which means less people do it, which means there's also less competition, and it's easier for you to rank and start generating more leads and traffic and views and things like that from your YouTube videos. Now, if you do want to use YouTube to generate leads, again, it's very important that you don't just have a video and that's it. You need to have a call to action in your video, again, sending people to your sales funnel. You'll probably notice that all the lead generation strategies I've mentioned, they all send people to your sales funnel. So no matter what strategy you're using to generate leads, whether it's Facebook, TikTok, Google, YouTube, or something else, you need to send people into your sales funnel, because your sales funnel is what's going to get you the conversion. And it's the same thing on YouTube. You need to make sure that somewhere in your video, you tell people to go to your sales funnel to watch another video where they can learn more about how you can help them. And if you want to learn more about how to do this, then check out the free masterclass training I've recorded at salesappointmentsmasterclass.com. So did you see what I've been doing? That is a link to my sales funnel, and that is a link to my video which explains more about how I can help people. So in my YouTube videos, again, I'm sending people to this extra video where they can get some more value and learn more about potentially working together. And if you do the same thing in your videos, you'll be able to generate leads. And because videos on YouTube build up trust faster than written content, you'll be able to convert more of these leads into appointments and into clients as well. So again, if you want to learn more about how all of this works, and if you're interested in learning more about how we could potentially work together, we have both consulting and training options where we can show you how to do it and help you do it, or we have completely done for you options where we can just pretty much do it all for you. So either way, just go to salesappointmentsmasterclass.com or click the link in the description of this video if you'd like to watch a video that explains how that all works in a lot more detail. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.